lagayan niya. He glanced my way. Bahagya akong lumayo at pasimpleng kumain ng popcorn. Bakit naubos to? Bulong-bulong ni Jericho, pero nagpanggap akong walang naririnig. Wala naman siyang sinabi. Nang makalahati ko ang popcorn ko at umalis siya, inulit ko ang ginawa at mabilis ding ibinalik at natatawa na ako nang napakamot na si Jericho sa batok at binalingan ako. Pasimple akong sumipol at nagkunwaring walang naririnig. I can feel his stares at me. Mariing kinagat ko ang labi nang mas lumapit siya sa akin. Ang braso ay pinatong pa niya sa likod ko sa sofa, kaya nagtagagal-gala ako. Dami nating popcorn na, komento niya habang dinudungaw ang lagayan ko. Syempre, I exclaimed and hid my bucket from him. Mabagal kasi akong kumain, di kagaya mo matakaw. Gulat siyang tumingin sa akin. Tinaasan ko naman ang kilay, kaya mas natapatawa pa siya at humalik sa noo ko. Mabuti na lang, mahal kita. His lips twisted to hide his amused smile before he took his bucket of popcorn and poured it on mine. Here, sayo na. Aniya kaya't nagningning ang mata ko kakatitig. Yup, eat well, babe, he said. Ano pa bang gusto mo? Really? Yay! I cheered in amazement. Nagliwanag na nilingon siya. Tumango siya at ngumiti. Napaisip ako at dumukot sa bucket. Sumubo ako ng akin bago siya subuan na agad niyang tinanggap at mas umakbay sa akin. I glanced at the television. Pinag-iisipan ko kung ano pang gusto ko hanggang nilabas ang isang clip ng isang aso. My eyes swelled because of its cuteness. I reached for Jericho's shirt and gripped it. A reason why he glanced my way and saw my teary eyes. Francesca? Gusto ko, papi? Bulong ko at napasinghot. Parang awa mo na, gusto ko, papi. I cried loudly. Napatitig lang si Jericho sa akin pero maya-maya, tumawat mabilis ako niyakap. I felt so tired today that Jericho carried me on the bed. Tahimik akong nakayakap sa batok niya. Ang muka, nakasubsob sa dibdib habang nakapikit. I felt him lowered me. Sa pagmulat ko, nasalubong kong pamilyar niyang mga mata. Puno to ng lambing at pag-aalala. Sleepy? He asked in a low voice and I nodded. Medyo, paus kong sabi. You should sleep. He whispered and smiled at me, brushing my hair. Inangat niya rin ang kumot sa katawan ko. Hindi ako umimig. Inantay ko siyang humiga sa tabi ko pero nagtaka lang nang maglatag siya ng sapin sa lapag. Pinatay ang ilaw at nahiga roon. Bakit dyan ka? Marahang tanong ko. You can sleep here, malamig yata dyan. It's okay, sagot ni Jericho. He just smiled at me. Napatingin ako sa kamay kong inabot niya mula sa kumot at hinaplos. I moved a little para mas masilip siya. Kitang-kita ko mula sa pwesto ko ang singsing na suot niya habang hinahaplos ang akin na wala na. I'm sorry again, Francesca. He started off. You may be tired of me apologizing again and again, pero ako, hindi mapapagod kakahingi ng tawad sa nagawa ko. Jericho? I called when I noticed the tears on the side of his eyes. Malimlim ang ilaw dahil sa maliit na lampshade, pero kumikislap ang mga mata niya. Mahal na mahal kita. His voice broke when he said that. I understand if you don't believe me anymore. I understand why you got tired. I was wrong. I've hurt you, Francesca. Kinagat ko ang labi ko, tumugot ng hininga para hindi maiyak sa naririnig sa kanya. I won't make any excuses because I know what I did was wrong and I accept it. I was an asshole. Nakinig ako sa sinabi ni Vanessa tungkol sa'yo. That time I just don't know what to believe, babe. I can feel something about you. I felt you have something in me the moment and I set my eyes on you, but I had my doubts. I woke up not knowing you. Remembering Vanessa as my girlfriend kaya hindi ako makapaniwala. He touched my hand more. When I woke up, you're making me curious. I didn't know about you at first and I thought she is my girlfriend, so I separated myself from you. It's wrong because she is my girlfriend while I am secretly checking on you. An asshole move, but what I'm feeling is weird. I can see the way you're looking at me, and I don't know why, but I wanna know if you have feelings for me. Talaga? Medyo napatawa pa ako roon. Halatado ba masyado? His lips rose. Your eyes says so. I'm attracted. No, I'm annoyed whenever I see people around you, and you are laughing with them. Di ko alam kung bakit, pero selos na ako. You have her. I sighed. You look happy with her. That's what I want to show you. He heaved an exasperated sigh. I wanted to see if you have feelings for me, if you're jealous. Gago ka ba? I said in a hard tone. Oo, gago. He chuckled lowly. Ang gago-gago kasi gusto kong malaman kung gusto mo rin ba ako. I nodded, understanding his reasons. When you told me you were married, of course I was shocked. Yes, I have feelings for you before I could even identify it, and I should be elated, but still? Sobrang bilis ng mga pangyayari sa akin kaya hindi ko alam ang gagawin. Vanessa is the only person I had before who's been telling me stories. Tinanong ko siya kung bakit niya sinabi sa akin asawa kita. She told me you're cheating on me and that my parents arranged you for me. That's why you asked for divorce. Mahinang sabi ko at tumango siya. Ang kamay kong hawak niya ipinatong niya sa pisngi niya. Such a wrong move. Gulong-gulo ko. Inaalala kita pero sumasakit yung ulo ko. Kaya hindi ko pinipilit masyado pero sana mas pinilit ko pa. Sana, maaga pa lang naalala na kita. He kissed my palm. But when you told me you weren't cheating and you asked for me to get to know you, I am more than willing. But Stacy happened. Bulong ko at tumango na. Mas napapagtagpi ang iniisip niya ngayon. I'm sorry if I wasn't there when you needed me, Francesca. His tone somber and disappointed. Even I was disappointed of myself. Sana nga hindi ko na lang pinuntahan si Vanessa. Sana lang umuwi na ako kaagad sa'yo. Hindi man lang kita nadamayan. I'm sorry. Mabilis na Jerichong hinawi ang luhang muling nahulog. I'm sorry for my mistakes. For not being there when you needed me. As a husband. For not being here as your home. When you needed shelter. For breaking my vows. It wasn't just you who broke the vows. Miski ako. Mahinang sagot ko. At pinunasan ng luhang kumikislap sa kabila na madilim na paligid. Biktima lamang tayo ng mga pangyayaring hindi natin makontrol. You went out that day to buy me some fresh breads and got into an accident. You didn't like that to happen in the first place. You also got tired of me and I understand it. Tumango siya habang nakatitig sa mukha ko. You did your best to save our marriage, Francesca. You did well, babe. Baka hindi lang talaga para sa atin ang kasal na iyon. You know what? I realized something. I understand it fully now. Sumubok tayo na umayos pero naliligaw ang landas parehas. Pareho tayong nadala sa emosyon sa mga bagay na hindi naman natin hawak. Instead of listening to you, nagpapadala ako sa emosyon. Pareho lang tayo. We could have fixed it earlier if only we communicated. I'm sorry, he uttered. I should have tried harder, Francesca. Sana nabayan kita kay Stacy nung kailangan mo ko. Sana nabisita ko man lang ng huling beses ang anak natin. Stacy was not here with us now but I know she's at peace when she died. It wasn't your fault. It wasn't mine either. Maybe then God's decided to take his beautiful child in heaven with him so that she won't feel pain anymore. When I sniffed, I heard him dead too. Mas naiyak ako nang maupo na sa lapag sa Jericho at dinikit ang noo sa akin. Mahigpit ang hawak sa mga kamay ko. I'm sorry too, Jericho. Kasi sinira ko rin yung pangako ko sa'yo. Ang sabi ko hindi kita iiwan, na hindi kita susukuan pero ako rin tong mahina. Shh! You weren't weak, He hummed and opened his eyes to look at mine. Listen to me, babe. He cupped my cheek and looked at me in the eyes. You are the strongest woman I've ever met, he said in such gentleness. Remembering my winning answer in Hari ng Dinibdibang Lupa ng San Isidro, I nodded and smiled despite my tears. Letting go is a brave thing to do. You should know it's okay to take a step back to things that hurts you, mostly when what you're chasing is no longer worth it. He dried my tears. I will give you the space you needed, Without you? My voice broke. Without me? For quite some time? You're leaving me? No! He smiled sadly and placed his forehead against mine. It was not on my vocabulary, babe. Find peace within you. And when you're finally okay again, dito lang ako sa'yo palagi, aantayin ka. I closed my eyes tightly and sat on the bed. Kagad siyang yumakap sa tiyan ko kaya hinaplos ko ang kanyang buhok. I heard you had an offer abroad. Bulong niya kaya nagitla na ako. Nabilis kong inangat ang mukha niya at tinitigan ng hilam na luha sa kanyang mga mata. Jericho, paano mo? My voice quivered. I heard from the nurses. He said and smiled at me. You should take it. I sighed loudly. Bumaba ang haplos ko sa buhok niya papuntang batok. It's just 3 months. Mahinang sabi ko. San Isidro wanted me to lead the Pilia department since I had an experience before. You should. Sagot ni Jericho na may ngiti at muling inabot ang pisngi. You did great. You deserve it. Pwede? Maliit na boses kong tanong. Can I go there? Really? Gusto mo ba? Malambing na tanong ni Jericho kaya tumangutango ako. Gusto ko. Gustong gusto. I answered in all honesty. Then go for it. I just have one condition. Aniya kaya tumango ako at nakinig. You should take care of yourself. Promise me you will rest well. You won't starve yourself and won't eat too much sweets. Napangangako. Yes or no, going out of the country. Anitong seryoso kaya't bumuntong hininga na ako at kinagat ang labi. Tumango sa kanya. Okay, I smiled at him. Good girl. Despite his eyes mirrored with tears, he smiled gently. Yumakap siyang muli sa tiyan ko at nang ilang segundo bago tumayo at umupo na sa tabi ko. Take care of yourself. Do not mind me here. I will be a good boy. Bulong ni Jericho at siniksik ang ulo sa leg ko. Please enjoy yourself. A good new surrounding will be good for you. Unti-unti sumara ang mga mata ko. Sinandal ang ulo ko sa kanya bago suminghap at nagsalita. Let's both be better and learn from our mistakes, Jericho. Bulong ko. So the next time we will start again, we know what went wrong so that it won't happen again. Got it, babe? He answered me. I will wait for you. I will just rest and come back to you. Bulong ko. I hope you will be a good boy, kasi kapag hindi, puputulin ko yung footlong mo. We ended up laughing. Isang halik sa pisngi ang binigay niya bago ipakita ang kamay niya. I will wait for you, Francesca. Ang reyna ng dinibdibang lupa ng San Isidro. That I vow to you. He showed me his pinky, making me smile. I will come back to you too, Mr. Yellow. I chuckled and intertwined my pinky with his. That I vow to you. I said yes to my 3-month task as a head facilitator for a medical convention abroad. It was such a deja vu. Noon, dito ko nakilalang asawa at ngayon, nandito ako mag-isa pero masaya. It was such a new experience. After he took me to the airport, he went back to Manila and worked again in their hospital while I will cut our connection off. Tayong mga magulang ko lang kausap at kagaya ng pangako kay Jericho, inalagaan kong sarili. It was hard but I managed to limit my chocolate obsession to the max. But kiwi is another thing. From time to time, I am requesting for it. Maganda rin ang service ng hotel na tinuluyan ko dahil kahit rare ang mag-request ng ganong prutas, sagana ako. Minsan nga bago pa ako magsabi meron na sa kwarto ko. It was a great experience overall, meeting new people. Speaking in front and sharing my knowledge when it comes to taking care of kids and their nutrition. I get to see new places, enjoy the sceneries, but overall, what I loved more in that 3-month escape is my peace of mind, realizations, and reflection. I felt like a new woman when I got back to the Philippines. Bolder, sexier, and prettier. Everyone, ang reyna ng dinibdibang lupa ng San Isidro ay nagbabalik na. Hoy Francesca, yung tiyan mo parang pakwan na. Baka kending ka dyang bruha ka? Febby hissed. Nawala yung aura ko. Nakangusong binaba ko ang shades at tinanggal ang kamay sa bewang. Excuse me, kakauwi ko lang tas aawain mo ako ng ganito? Reklamo ko. Sus, si Buntis. Kairis laughed. Hinila pa ang bagahe ko at kumapit sa braso ko. Nakakaloka ka kasi. Di ka nagsasabi. Aalis ka dito tapos pagbalik mo, yung tiyan po pwede mo nang gawin na pang bowling. During those months, I opened my social media accounts and reconnected with them. I apologized for suddenly leaving and they both cried when they saw me in the video chat. Nagtatampo pa nung una pero dahil maganda ako, pinatawa din nila ako at naintindihan. Ay we! Buwaba ang tingin ko sa tiyan. Napatango na matantong bilog na nga. Pero okay lang. Maganda naman ako, di ba? Napahawak ako roon. Bakat na bakat sa suot kong maluwag na dress. Oo na. Febby grinned. Ikaw ha? Gumaganda ka ng gumaganda. Anong sekreto mo? Wala naman. I shrugged. Inborn na kasi to, Febby. I explained. The two decided to fetch when I told them I'm going home. Kagagaling ko lang ng San Isidro kina nanay. I stayed there for barely a week and resigned to the hospital to go back here. Tuwang-tuwa ang dalawa. Ilang araw pa lang bagong uwi ko, nag-schedule na sila ng off para masundo ako sa airport. We spent our day eating around. Dahil nga dayo ko, kunwari, libreng-libre ang reyna ninyo at sinasagad kong gastos para sa foods. Grabe ka, Francesca. Ubus mo yan? Kai gasped upon looking at the plates I finished, kaya malit akong umisi at mahinhin na tumango. Di lang ako yan, ano ba kayo? I laughed a little. Isipin nyo na lang, dalawa kami ng pamangkin niyong kumakain. Early gift niya na yan para sa binyag niya. Stressed ang dalawa. Sa dami ng tinuturo ko pero walang nagawa. Kaya halos hapon na kaming tatlo nakarating sa ospital. Kairis left for her boyfriend's book, signing while Feby went back to work after they finished fixing me. Galingan mo sa pag-arte sis. Ani Kairis na inaayos ang suot kong cap. Papapasukin kaya ako? I asked them nervously and wore my mask. Hindi ba punuan ngayon? Anong punuan? Tawa ni Feby. Hindi yan. Nagpasked ka namin ngayon eh. Ikaw ang last sa listahan. Galingan mo ah. Naku, kapag nabuking ka kaagad, sayang rehearsal namin kanina. I nodded and smiled, waving. Hawak-hawak ko pa ang tiyan ko habang naglalakad sa OB department at tinatanguan ng mga bumabating nurse. I am in my complete disguise today. My hair is tied with a cap on. Shades and mask kahit magkanda during-during na sa shades, todo bigay pa rin ang lakad ko. Kulang na lang mag-bounce ako sa excitement. Good morning, ma'am. May appointment po ba? His familiar secretary greeted when he saw me kaya tumango ako. She handed me the answer sheet where I would fill my personal info. Kita ko ang weird niyang tingin sa akin, pero mas tinago ko lang ang mukha. Ma'am, di po ba kayo naiinitan? Gabi na po pero... She pointed my shades kaya umiling ako. Pang dark mode kasi to kaya kita. Sagot ko. Sa pinalait na boses at nagtatakaman, ay inalalayan niya ako paupo. I sat beside a not-so-pregnant looking woman in a dress waiting. Hi miss, papacheck up ka rin? Masayang bati niya at medyo nagulat pa ako na matandang familiar ang mukha niya. Oh, I gasped. You're familiar to me miss. Perhaps maybe we've met before? Oh, baka. She giggled. Madalas kasi ako magpa-check up dito kapag feeling ko buntis ako, kaya feeling ko nakita mo na ako. Talaga? I realized she's only the lady I saw before when I pranked Jericho. Oo, she said. Pogi kasi yung doktor. Alam mo ba, gwapo mga anak ko kasi sa kanya ata pinaglihi? Mas napatawa ko ron, tumingin sa tiyan niya. Pero di ba masungit? Buti di ka naiirita. Wala yang irita. Kung sa mukha, panalo ka. She exclaimed kaya nag-appear kaming dalawa. Saka pangatlong anak ko na to. Di pa sure gender pero baka lalaki. Imagine mo, gwapo rin. Kaya, ikaw miss, ilang buwan na? Laki ah. Almost 8. I touched my stomach and smiled. Pinaglilihian ko rin yung doktor. Tama yan sis. She offered her hand at me and danced it in the air. Hayaan mo na yung medyo masungit at tahimik. Isipin mo yung future ng festlock ng anak mo. Learn from the expert. She even winked playfully. She only left when she called. 6:00 na at malapit ng uwi ni Jericho kaya feel na feel ko ang pag-upo. His secretary Belle even offered me a drink or maybe she's trying to see my face kaya tagong-tago ako. Ma'am, parang familiar ka. She even talked to me kaya umiling-iling ako. Hindi. Maliit na boses kong sagot. First time ko rito? She nodded. Pero kasi... She only stopped when the girl from earlier went out with a grain. Girl, babae ang anak ko. She said happily kaya tumayo ako. We tried hugging pero sa laki ng tiyan ko hindi magkasundo kaya nagtawanan kami. Wow, congrats! I greeted happily. Thank you, she giggled. Baka naman kilala niyong asawa ni Doc. Aniya kaya natigilan kami. Bakit? Wala. Curious lang ako. She chuckled. Kasi sabi ko sa kanya pinaglihi yung mga lalaki kong anak. Tapos ngayong babae nagtanong ako sino pwedeng paglihian. Sagot niya yung asawa niya raw. My heart pounded. Really? Oo, maganda. Pinakita niya nga yung picture sa desk niya eh. Gusto ko tuloy makita ng personal at mapaglihian. Tawa pa niya. Oo, maganda talaga. I commented despite the fleeting moment I'm feeling. Nagpipigil ng ngiti. Si Jericho talaga parang tanga. Nang umalis ang babae, pinapasok ako ng sekretary. Naghahalong excitement sa puso ko. I stepped into his familiar clinic, clenching my fist. Agad ko si Jerichong nakitang abala sa sinusulat sa desk at bahagyang iniunat ang likod. Kulot na kunot ang noo at seryoso. He looked tired but professional at the same time. Yung tipong sarsa sa ulam, masarap papakin. He is sporting into a clean-cut hairstyle and wearing his reading glasses. Kahit may suot na puting doctor's coat, kitang-kitang hubog ng kanyang katawan at braso doon. I walked closer to him and must have sensed it. Ang mata niya nasa tiyan ko at napatingin bago unti-unting nagangat sa mukha ko. His cold, non-emotional eyes stared at mine. Laking pasalamat ko naka-shades at mask ako dahil baka nagpanik na ako sa titig niyang iyon. His brow shot up. His reddish lips made a brief pout as he looked at his papers back at me. "You are?" he asked, and I checked my throat before answering using my small voice. "Hi, Doc Pogi. Asunta di makairi po. Papacheck up sana kami ng baby ko." Madrama kong sabi, sabay haplos sa aking bilugang tiyan. At dito na po nagtatapos ang kabanata ng ating kwento. At sana'y muli niyo po akong samahan sa mga susunod pang kabanata. Maraming salamat po. Ingat po tayong lahat.